Go back to that TransStar shot. Let me show you. That is what it looks like. This is Southwest Freeway at the Beltway, heading towards Sugar Land. It's now near blinding rain. Look at this fella throwing down 59 right here, 59, 69. You can see even on the main lanes, they're just spraying water. They've slowed way down. Very difficult to see. This is that blinding heavy lightning and thunder rain that's now moving into Fort Bend County. Now let me show you what that looks like on the radar. And it's a mess. So Sugar Land and Richmond-Rosenberg, you're getting hit hard right now with the heaviest rain. Still some lightning and thunder southwest side of Harris County. Brays Bayou watershed is getting water on it. I mentioned Brays Bayou is about halfway up its channel. It's rising, but right now the bayou is doing its job. One thing I do see with this is that at least this is moving. Hopefully this won't slow down in Fort Bend County. Hopefully this will just keep moving, so you'll get an inch or two or three, and this is going to cause street flooding. It's happening right now. This is causing street flooding in the Sugar Land area right now, no doubt about it. Bel Air, Meyerland, it's moderate rain. Again, at the moment, Brays Bayou is doing okay. It's rising. It's doing its job. But it's well within its banks, but it is rising. I'm moderately concerned about that. Sugar Land, Richmond-Rosenberg, you can see how much rain and thunder and that lightning intensity, the number of lightning strikes. You've got several hundred here in the last 10 minutes. That's an indication that rainfall rates in this tropical atmosphere can be reaching 3, 4, 5 inches per hour. We've seen that over and over and over today. Had 5 inches fall in an hour up there near Greenspoint Mall. That's why you've got Greens Bayou and Halls Bayou in flood and all the traffic up there completely snarled. And don't try to go to Bush or Continental Airport because you can't get there right now. This is going to cause street flooding. Richmond, Rosenberg, Sugar Land, Missouri City. Stay put. Best thing you can do. Don't try to go get anybody. Just let them stay put where they are. School, work, at home, stay put and let this move through. Right now it's just street flooding here. I'm hoping that's as bad as it gets. One thing I do also see is you see how we got these cells coming up from the south, this pushing in from the north. That's called cell merger. When you have cell merger coming together, that's when you get tremendous lift and you can get a burst of rain, and that's when you get these rainfall rates that are just ridiculous, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches per hour. That's what we're seeing in this type of tropical atmosphere. I'm not forgetting about you. Galveston on the coast, that is a band of heavy rain. It's not as bad as inland, but this is going to cause street flooding in Galveston, downtown Galveston, Lamarck, Hitchcock, Texas City. I expect you'll see some street flooding. Very dangerous going over the causeway right now. I'd recommend you guys stay home, stay put at work or school, wherever you are in Galveston, because that continues to dump heavy rain, and you're going to see several inches of rain there, and you're going to have some flash flooding going on down here in Galveston. Baytown, you're also getting heavy rain as well. Computers continue to suggest that this won't park in Sugar Land, and it will move by 2 o'clock south of you in toward Angleton and Alvin, and then you guys could have your turn at some heavy rain. Be advised, it could very quickly cause street flooding. Angleton, Alvin, down 288. By 4:30, pushing further south, El Campo, Wharton, Victoria. But also a weakening trend continues to be shown on our computer model. And then by 7 o'clock, hopefully we're all getting a break, which we need, and a chance to dry out. We will have to monitor. There could be some heavier rain further north, maybe College Station, Huntsville overnight tonight. That's a slight possibility. Just wanted to give you a heads up. We may not be quite over with this overnight tonight. We will drop rain chances to 40% on Friday, down to just 20% rain chances. We do get a chance to dry out over the weekend. Next significant rain chance Monday, Tuesday of next week. Guys, that's the update. Heads up, Fort Bend County. Stay put. Let that heavy rain do its thing, and hopefully it's just street flooding.